What's up, everybody? So today we're going to be making a quick video. I'm going to show you guys how to actually replace the ribbon cable on your Mavic Pro if you happen to break it, cause any damage, anything like that. But it's going to be a self-repair video because mine actually broke. I'll show you what it looks like here in a second, but it's a gimbal motor overload is what it is. So I bought a brand new ribbon cable to actually get this fixed. There it is. Probably hard to see, but that's what the ribbon cable looks like. So we're going to be replacing the ribbon cable on the Mavic Pro today, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So if yours does it, maybe you got a little bit of a reference video, because I got some of my viewers that do happen to have the same drone I've got. So stay tuned, guys. And I just wanted to add, if you do happen to damage your drone or break it, I am not responsible for that. Alright, so as you guys seen, my problem for the last 6-7 months, with my drone has been the ribbon cable, I believe. I've started doing research. I've been getting this gimbal motor overload error. So I did a little bit of research, found out what it was. Everybody's pointing to this as the culprit. This is the section on mine that kind of looks bad and I think might actually be the problem. So we're going to go ahead and take this drone apart. So what we're going to do, first things first, there's 6 screws on the top that you're going to have to remove. There's 4 on the inside, there'll be 2 on the back side. And then you will also have 4 on the bottom. I almost forgot those. 4 on the bottom. But you're going to get those little screws, you're going to remove those out of the front and the front here and out of the middle. And the thing I want to point out, be very, very careful and use the appropriate bit when you pull these out, because if you don't, you will strip them. The bottom 4 here, these 2 with the plate, that'll help you remove the plate. And then you'll have to remove these other 2. These are what's going to be holding the top on. So once you've done that, you can take a screwdriver, slide it around, and jimmy it up a little bit. But be very careful on the back side of the drone, because there is an antenna back there. That's what connects, that's how you get your signal. So moving on, we have the inside of the drone. As you can see, I'm pulling the screws off here. There's going to be 5, okay? There'll be 5 screws in this front half that you're going to have to pull off. As you can see, the 2 side ones that I've done here. There's this middle one, this little small one for the chip. And I'm not entirely sure what that chip controls, but that's one. You'll just have to take that little screw out, get it out of the way. Then you're going to take your pry tool and remove that little white and black wire connector. You're just going to pop that loose. Now once you've gotten the wire cable or that little chip there, once you've kind of gotten that out of the way, you're going to want to go ahead and start removing the ribbon cables. Now these are very tedious, and also on this you want to be very careful, because once you don't want to damage like the connectors that the ribbon cables are coming off of. So these ones will come off finger tight. The 2 up front, you're going to have to peel a little sticky off of it, and then you're going to have to pry it up. Again, just kind of be very, very careful. Use the appropriate tool. Should be okay. But once you've got them both up, you can just essentially press this camera out like I did here. And just kind of slide it through the holes, and voila, we have the camera out. You've got the circuit board, you've got the whole control. Your data cable's still connected at this point, so that'll be one of the next steps that we're going to have to do. So what you'll do here, from here, what I did is I took my pry tool and I pried up the little rubber feet that were actually holding it onto that bracket. Pry those up. That one actually took me a second. I mean, it shouldn't be as hard as it was, but a lot of it's all just kind of tedious. So the next thing that I did is I, of course, pulled off the data cable or data transfer cable, we unconnected that from that board, so that way you can, everything will be free, essentially. And then this is the camera by itself. Pretty neat. It's a lot of small parts. Lots of small parts. So we have this bracket. That's got to come off next. You get this little bracket off here. And then I guess I pulled the screws out too while I did the bracket. So you've got 8 screws that'll be coming off on this next step. There's 3 little plates. Each side has, I believe, 2 screws in it. So you'll get those off, and that's my little 3D printed tray there. I 3D printed that so that way I can, little slots in it. So once I pull the screws out, I put them in the first slot, the next screws go in the second slot, so on and so forth. But you'll get all of these little covers removed. And then we're going to be removing this mounting bracket. Now this, guys, is going to be the tedious steps. Next, we're going to be pulling like this little glue. They've got all this little glue over the connector so that way they stay connected. So we're going to remove this little glue, and then we are going to disconnect the connectors. One by one, of course. Now, we're going to go ahead and just open the ribbon cable package here. I didn't like to take it out because I don't want to get dirty or anything like that. But you're going to have 4 connectors. You're going to have the BP1Y. You're going to have R. That's the connector here. And then you're going to have, well, there's the Y. And then, of course, the P. So how I did this, guys, and this took me the absolute longest. So you have to pause it and probably to follow through. But what I did is I started with the R. And then it loops, it goes around to the front. It'll make your front loop. This is the front of the camera. So it's going to make your front loop. Then what you're going to do, and this is the confusing part, you are going to have to bend the ribbon cable just a little bit, and I'll have a better shot for you here in just a minute. But you're going to bend that ribbon cable, have that front bend there, and then immediately after that front bend, there's a little slot inside of the arm here. Your pieces, the rest of your connectors are going to go up through there, and I believe it is the Y. It's the Y. Yeah, the Y will go through that slot, and it's going to connect to the top. So here's a little bit better view of it. You can see what I meant when I said you had to bend the ribbon cable. The ribbon cable's a little bent right here, but it goes through the slot, and then the top one will fold over and back to the left. And then the rest of it, you should just be able to follow that path. You'll be able to follow that path because you'll have a second loop. This is your back loop. And then, of course, you'll put the tray on top to hold it down. But after you get it through the hole, guys, it should be pretty self-explanatory. No more gimbal motor overload. So it was the ribbon cable that did it.